My goodness, talk about unfortunate. Fortunate timing. My Wi-Fi was down last week. I couldn't do an episode 2 review, but episode 3 has been postponed, so I can give y'all a review anyway, because I was just going to do episode 3. But now I can double up on episode 2 and episode 3 whenever they decide to release that this week. So let's get to it. Like I said last week, originality goes a long way with me, and boy, is this show original. Now, last week, well, episode 1 or 2 weeks ago, episode 1 was very somber, it's very sad, very serious. I was I'm like, yeah, the world is complex and everything like that, but it's a little bit of comedy in, but it seems pretty, sad. Like how Demon Slayer started. Demon Slayer started off very sad and somber, like it was like it's real shit going on. But Demon Slayer lightened up also. Then I thought about the show called Gangsta. It came out about two. It was anime. Came out 2 years ago. Very serious show. It never got light, never. But this show, we get a rival introduced. He calls himself Arthur Doyle. Sherlock Holmes. I don't know if y'all caught that reference. And then he got the Excalibur sword. Reference. I think that's the Round Table. Sir Lancelot. Might not be Lancelot, but anyway, that's from the Round Table. Somebody was at the Round Table had a sword named Excalibur. That's a fact. But I like him as a character. He's pretty funny. They got a good chemistry. I mean, it's pretty hard to fuck up chemistry in like a. I haven't seen nobody like, man, those two are not compatible. Like in animes, they usually do a good job with that as far as like the rival or the companion or supporting cast members. It's usually pretty decent. They usually got good chemistry together. But this episode was basically just a. I'm guessing these first few episodes are just going to be like a display of like the full range of these pyrokinetics. Not pyrotechnics. Look at it when they say it. I'm not fucking it up. It's called pyrokinetics. So I think we're gonna get like the full display of power because today we saw a further uh, showing of the third generation with his source plasma. That's one. We saw the second generation because she had the witch head. I was like, that's weird. Why does she have a witch head on? But apparently, she can manipulate the flames. She can't produce flames, but she can manipulate the flames. That's pretty sick. And she can manipulate the flames that they protrude, so they kind of counteract each other. So it's like a checks and balance for real. And she's also nice with the hands, so she also has some strength on her. Like I like her as a character. She's strong as shit, and she has some skills on her. So we got to see like the full range of all their powers. That plasma cutter fucked it up because like now it's like unlimited possibilities with these third generation guys. We don't know what all they can do. They can probably do tons of things. They can probably breathe fire for all I know. They can probably quick sidebar. That axe, I think it's called the Type 7 axe that shot out that shot the sacred arrows out. That shit is hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna get into the mechanic. Oh no, it had a trigger and everything. That shit was super hard. That was a mechanic. It was like a gun, but it was an axe at the same time. I fuck with it. They fuck around need to sell that and still have to fuck around sell out. That's a super melee weapon right there, boy. I like it. Fast forward to the end, past the display of the powers, brief display of the powers. We still don't know what the nun can do, or what the lieutenant or the head guy can do. Still don't know the full extent of their powers, how strong they are. Obviously, they're stronger than the second generation girl, Makai Maki. Uh, Fast forward to the end, motherfuckers don't listen. He said, "Keep your weapons under your turncoat." And what the fuck they do? They pull it out before they go in. But then he breaks it down. He explains it, because I already knew they were killing people. But then he broke it down to them. I'm like, that shouldn't be news to you. Like, if I turn into a fucking tree or something like that out of nowhere, and then you chop me down, fuck, you didn't chop down a tree. Nigga, you chopped down me. I mean, simple. But, he explained that to them, and they understood it, and that was good. But We see a new character. Now, I didn't think we were going to see the antagonist this quickly. This is episode 2. We got the antagonist right there. I mean, he looks evil as fuck too, like sinister, like dastardly. It's a good villain already. He didn't even say any words really. He said about 2 lines. We don't even know what he did, but we just know that nigga evil as hell. He sprinkling gunpowder or something on fucking apartments and making it just combust. Like he got them flames on lock. And I don't know what generation he is. He might be the source, but I'm not sure. But he seems to be evil as fuck. We go inside to where they kill the Infernal, the father. It was he was chilling. Like I know from the last episode, that Inferno was like going crazy. He had the whole factory on fire. She had the whole factory on fire. That was sick in episode 1. Uh, this episode he was just sitting down. I guess they can feel it because they're on fire. I guess they can feel the pain. He was just sitting down, chilling, just looking. But that was a badass kill, boy. He put the sword to his back and it's like a lightsaber. That's why I like that weapon. It's just a fucking lightsaber. That's all it is. A hard ass lightsaber, man. Those are gonna come out one day too. I'm copping one. You know how some black folks, some people just had a katana sitting. Some black folks just have a fucking sword just hanging on their wall. They got a whole fan. They got like it's hanging above like stupid shit like plates or something. Like you got a whole katana sword right there. Like what the fuck is wrong with you? You ain't gonna see that too often now. Back in the day with the kung fu movies and stuff, but some people just have like weird ass weapons for no reason. But me, I would have a weird ass. I would just have a lightsaber sitting right there. As soon as you walk in, just like that. But I'm getting sidetracked. It was a badass kill. Obviously, it seems like the 2 new recruits matured uh, quickly in this episode. Very humbling that you realize that killing people was not a game. What they're doing. So, overall, it was a good episode. Oh, I almost forgot. I like how this show can, go seamlessly between happy and cheerful. I didn't even know it could get happy and cheerful, but I know like how it can get happy and cheerful and then go to serious. The art style switch is like a normal shonen, then it goes to a serious dark shonen. Like it's nothing to play with, like Attack on Titan type vibes. Ain't nothing joyful about Attack on Titan. That shit is a serious show, and this show can take some of that vibe and some of like a cheerful shonen vibe and put it together. So, got you. But this is Blackout Jones signing off.